Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. So all seems peaceful, right? There's an explosion in the backyard that most people didn't notice.
It's fine.
It's sort of fine. Things have been picking up for a little while, but now it's getting on towards late afternoon, and people have been day drinking, and they're getting a little tired. They're remembering that it's like a Tuesday and they've got work tomorrow. I mean, they work every day. They're peasants. They're always working. What the hell? Oh my god. So life is getting, the party's starting to wind down a little bit.
It's not good.
How do you all feel about the party winding down? Is this...
I mean,
Like, disappointed.
I'm supposed to watch the bar, and all these people make it very hard to see it.
I mean, Neal, this is not an album party, so I'm manning the bar. I don't really care about it. I mean, I like making this Berkshire Mule. No, my own creation, but
It took an elf to create a masterpiece such as this.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's the Moscow
on the dance
movie?
floor, strutting my stuff, trying to like keep the party going, man. Because every day is a party when Johnny's around.
Well, Johnny Vegas, give me a dancing proficiency check to see if you can
yeah,
keep
alright.
the party
What that
going.
means. I am proficient dancer. I have +8 because I don't have much dex.
Ooh, you're...
He's literally like up there.
I like to think, yeah, exactly. I like to think that's not a failure.
He's just doing the monkey.
That's just a failure in judgment. He just knows the one dance, and everyone's sick of it.
And I mean, it was great the first 10 minutes,
Yeah.
but now that it's been like 3 hours, people are a little bit like, okay, the party should end.
Just have your arms in a different position. Christ, why? Maybe do this. Stop doing this.
No, man, that's the best dance there is.
He's also hitting people by accident with his arms.
Yeah. So the party wraps up very quickly, actually. It's not a slow wrap up, it's a fast wrap up. And the sun begins to go down. And you're all like, okay, it's just, it's getting on to the point where the bar should be closing, but Desmond's still not home yet.
That's fine if we close up the bar.
Maybe Desmond went home and not to Shenanigans. He has a home.
This is true. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, maybe we should go.
Of course, he has a home. He sleeps under the bar, does he not?
No.
Only when he's like turbo drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's like the teachers sleep in the classroom, and the bartenders sleep in the bar, and the grocery store clerks live in the grocery store.
It's a grocery store.
Yeah.
Where they sell groceries, man. It's in the name.
Well, what's grocery?
Hey, man, it's like fruit and veg and like, I don't know, some stuff to keep your hair up straight. It's good. It's a good place, man.
You mean like the shop down the road where the peasants out there, they sell their fruits and vegetables?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like it, except like all in one place. Like if you had every shop under the sun in one.
So you mean a marketplace?
Right, yeah, now you're speaking my language.
Uh-huh.
They don't sleep down there, though.
No, they don't.
Excuse me. So yeah, it's getting dark. Desmond's not home, not back here. Maybe he's not coming back, but it's getting, the nighttime birds are starting to chirp, and the crickets have come out.
What about the cicadas? Any cicadas?
Not at nighttime. Right?
Well,
those are just daytime creatures, right?
Well, not here.
Do you have cicadas all the way into the night?
Oh yeah, like from about 7:30 to 11 or so. It's just freaking cicada choir practice.
Okay, but not at like 2 a.m.
I don't know. They're only on this side of my house, and I sleep on that side of my house because the cicadas are on this side of my house.
Okay,
and I can't hear them on that side of the house.
Okay.
Perhaps someone should mop the floor.
That's a great idea, Vigloff. Why don't you get on that?
Because Vigloff does not mop.
Well, maybe you
Only
should try
time
it.
he mops up the floor is with his enemies.
Well, maybe you should try cleaning the floor.
Nah, what Vigloff is going to do now is make a drink, and it will be better than the Moscow Mule.
I mean, I already made one. It's called the Berkshire Mule. Or you could also call it Silver's Mule.
But you
they're
only
already...
use one alcohols. Vigloff is going to use all alcohols to make his drink.
Oh, like methanol and ethanol and all.
I have some cleaning alcohol. I think
Exactly, because alcohol is not the problem; it is a solution. A chemist told me that.
Graffier kind of reaches under the counter. Well, there are all kinds of alcohols here. Let me put them on the counter for you. So this is schnapps. This is the vodka. This is... It looks like
Jaeger.
definitely for cleaning.
I'm just going to get all the alcohols, and I'm going to pour them into the skull of my enemy.
Do you have a skull? I mean, we have a... Oh, look, there is a convenient
Yes,
skull
I have
over
a
here.
skull of my enemy.
How big is the skull?
It is skull size. If it was bigger, it would not fit in his head, foolish person.
So you pour the
Big
drinks in the skull, and the drink immediately pours out through the eye socket and just kind of drips down onto the
You
ground.
hold it at an angle. Have you never drunk from the skull of your enemy?
I'll take that as a no.
Well, if you
I
need...
pour a dash of each alcohol into... and basically anything I find behind the counter.
Well, I've put everything behind the counter onto the counter.
I drank the bleach, I drank the Windex, and I drank the soap.
There's probably also some hot sauce and all that stuff.
It all goes in.
Oh god. I think Graffier secretly...
If Desmond has any potions behind the counter, they go in too.
There are no
Although-
potions behind the counter.
Are there poisons behind the counter?
There are no poisons behind the counter. Desmond does not stock potions or poisons. It's not that sort of environment. All right. So you have some drinks. Vigloff starts to get a little drunk. It's definitely late now. It's past midnight, and there's still no sign of Desmond.
You know, we could close this place up and head to our rooms. He might have just gone home.
Say we find Desmond. He's missing and we're heroes.
Nah,
Let's do
the
it.
DM has mentioned this multiple times. It's clearly a hook.
You do know that he has plot armor, don't you? Nothing can
Fine.
harm him.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
That doesn't mean
fine.
he can't be inconvenienced.
And he's
Man,
still,
at
he
this
won't...
point,
I mean,
has
he
already
told us, if we go out and something happens here, who do you think will be at the end of Desmond's sword?
Desmond.
No.
Yes.
Who will be at the
How
tip,
else would he hold it?
at the tip of Desmond's sword?
You did not specify.
Now I did. The tip of Desmond's sword.
I feel like you are playing gotcha with your questions.
I got you.
All right, well, you guys do what you want. I'm gonna head down to the beach anyway. I gotta work on this tan. Yeah.
Yes, let us go look for this Desmond.
It's the middle of the night.
Oh, the sun is...
Exactly. Best time to get a tan, you know?
That moon burn. We gotta watch
That
out,
moonburn.
man.
You can't get a sunburn if you're getting tanned by moonlight.
And
What
lock
was-
up the bars.
Yeah, let's lock it up.
No one has the key to the bar is the real problem here.
I think Doreen
That
will
is
just
easily
stay in the
solvable.
bar.
I think that means we need to have a slumber party.
I mean, we have
Yeah, we
rooms
can.
anyway.
spare key under the mat.
You lift up the mat, and I gotta make an intelligence check for Desmond.
Please pass it.
There's no key there. He's not that stupid.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right, I go over to May and look under the mats.
There's no key. May, do you keep keys on the bottom of your shoes?
Not normally, but
Okay, there's no keys there then.
I love the way he answered that. Not normally. As if every now and then. Like maybe once a year or something.
Storage area in the inn.
I'm sorry, did you say what?
Is there a storage area somewhere in Shenanigans?
Yeah, there is a what is the word? A basement or cellar.
Perfect. I'm gonna go down to the cellar and see if there's something in there I can use to lock up, either like a spare key or like if there's like rope and like I don't know. We'll manacle the doors closed. We'll find something in there maybe that can.
Do the doors open to the inside or to the outside?
The doors open to the inside.
Hold on.
Inside, well, that is fine. I stack tables next to each door to stop it from opening.
But then how do you get out?
I have come up with the first solution. Someone else should come up with the next one.
Where's a wizard with
windows that
wizard
are
lock when you need it?
Fixed yet? Perhaps we could go through them.
That is true. There is a window that does not have the glass.
No, you replaced the windows, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Did we
I
get
mean,
the
if you're not
second
replacing
window?
the windows, then what's the point of locking up? You know?
Yeah.
Did we get the second window? I keep looking in the place where
Yeah,
the
we did.
window is, and I do not see anything, which tells me
Well, that's
nothing.
because it's glass.
Maybe we did replace it.
It's new glass. Of course it's not. You can't
It
see
should
it.
be a wall. Then we could tell if it was there.
So I'm a little confused. What is going on?
I think, Neal, it's okay that you're confused.
Okay, we're all confused. That's good. That's good.
I am going down to the basement to attempt to acquire a spare key or like some other means of, like locking up, whether that's rope on the doors or
You find rope?
Oh, that is true. We could simply go out through the underdim.
The what?
The underdim. There is an opening to the underdim in the basement.
The what?
The
Wasn't there-
underdim.
Dick.
I think that you're confused. That there was a tunnel that led to the underdim in the garden.
No,
That
no,
has-
it was in the basement.
You didn't know that? No, you wouldn't. Anyway, maybe he has something behind the counter. I searched behind the counter for a spare key.
There's no spare key behind the counter.
Of course not.
So I'm gonna just take the rope and I'm going to walk out one of the doors and just like I just like everyone lead everyone out, and then I'm just gonna like rope it up with a complex knot and be like, hey, look, problem solved. We're tied up.
All
What
right,
about
you
the
just
other
like
door?
tie the handle to a thing and tie it
Hey,
shut.
Johnny. When we come marching home,
When
I wanna
Johnny comes
point
marching
out-
home again.
I
exactly.
want to point out real quick. There are rooms upstairs. We live here.
Yes.
And
Yeah, but we're
You
gonna
can-
go get Desmond at the beach.
but you can always
Okay, you know what? I'll watch.
cut a rope.
I will watch
No way,
the
man.
bar if you guys want to go to the beach.
Oh,
You're gonna
what-
split the party?
May's happy to watch the bar.
Yeah,
His
go with the.
sense will go off.
Also, wait. What did Johnny say when Doreen said, when Talk said the rope can be cut?
Hi, what do you mean, man? That's a complicated knot. You can't cut that.
Guafi just takes out his sword and cuts the rope.
Oh,
he's a
man.
wizard.
You
Man,
did
why'd you do
not.
that? Now we can't leave and go to the beach.
Don't worry.
I didn't cut it. I'm just saying you can cut it.
But Guathir did cut it.
Oh.
To show him that it can be
Yes.
cut. So, anyway, if we can just stay, some of us can just stay here.
May you stay here? Do what you do best and run away if somebody starts attacking. We'll go to the beach and check for Desmond.
Yeah, so we will look for the Desmond for at least 30 minutes.
All right, so someone is staying behind. It was May, right? You're staying behind. Everybody else heads down to the beach to go find Desmond and see what's up.
I make sure to take my shirt off so I can get that moon tan.
Neal, do we know where Desmond lives? Actually, where their house is?
Yeah, yeah, sure, you know where it is.
Is it on the way?
No,
Oh my
opposite
God.
direction.
All right.
He actually doesn't know that
It's
he
like
can work out his
opposite
legs.
direction, like a block, right?
A what?
Wasn't their house just like a block away?
It's some distance away. I don't know exactly how far.
Enough to make it inconvenient, but not enough to make it obtuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Obtuse, what is your angle here with that math talk?
Cool. So are you guys going to the house, or are you all just going to the...
Hey, I'm going to the beach. I don't know where these suckers are going.
You're going to the beach. Guathir, where are you headed?
I look at is everybody else going to the beach?
Well,
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to figure out. So I'm asking you in turns.
The big laugh is going to the beach.
All right, everyone's going to the beach except for May, who's sticking back. So you head down to the beach. Meanwhile, May, you're staying and watching the bar.
Yep.
Long after everyone has left. In comes this short man and this tall woman with soot on their faces. And they come over to the bar and have a seat. And the man says, vodka. And the woman says, 2 vodka.
I put drinks. Is my danger sense going up at the moment?
No, there's no danger here, right?
It's a dangerous.
We just have very dirty customers in this place.
I provide 2 drinks on the table and take a step back. Obviously, we don't indulge in the problems of our visitors.
Tell me, bartender, what is good way to defeat man with fancy hair? What is fancy hair man biggest weakness?
Maybe dropping a dragon on their head is the best way to cause someone irrevocable problems.
Have you ever had dragon dropped on your head?
I've had it dropped on a building I was in.
Is not what I ask.
No, it didn't physically land on my head, no. But I would suspect if it landed physically on someone's head, they would not last very well.
Do you sell dragon here?
No, but I do know of a mine that you could go to. You might be able to find one in. And I tell them the location of the said mine.
It's too far. It's too far. What second biggest weakness of fancy hair man?
I guess possibly magic might be, but I've never.
Magic. We have old magic from ancient fairy tale. Is a little unpredictable, but that's what makes it so good, you know? Is like a good relationship, just a little unpredictable.
What kind of magic is it? Ooh, magic.
Well, that might just work. I heard they were going down to a beach.
What is beach? Is a annoying little girl?
Sandy. Look out towards.
Little girl named Sandy. They go find her. Where is Sandy Beach?
He points in the rough direction that the others went off in.
That is whole city over there. You are a terrible instruction giver. Where do they go?
Well, so They went off in the direction of the esteemed owner of this establishment, and I give them the best idea of where I think he went, based on us not having much information on that.
Okay. If house on chicken leg come by, you tell it where we go, yes?
Okay.
Good man. Very good. And secret between us, cause you are a spy too. I can feel it.
Bartenders don't speak further about their customers.
Very good. It's same back home. Bartenders no speak about things this here. But that's because our bartender back home very drunk. But different reason, same mechanic. Goodbye. I be seeing you later. And they head off. Meanwhile, you guys get down. The rest of the party gets down to the beach late at night. And you find Desmond tied up to a tree with some sort of silk rope. Lizzie is buried up to her neck in sand and kind of furiously looking around. She's managed to get like a twig in her teeth and is like trying to dig her way out with it. Borsch is just like blackout drunk, lying on the beach, spread eagle, no clothes on, sunburned to hell. Like he'd been sleeping in the sun all day long. Sunburned head to toe.
For nothing.
And little Layla's nowhere to be found. Desmond is also asleep or unconscious.
See, that
pretty face has no body. What the hell?
Hey, Lizzie. What's this,
Get
Layla?
me out of here!
What's this, Layla?
That witchy little woman's gonna have a lot of things coming her way as soon as I get out of here.
Preston, before I do
Oh,
anything,
witchy woman?
is anything up?
Point me
with
in the
that-
direction of the witchy mamas. Yeah.
Is anything up with that rope holding Desmond?
Up with the rope?
Is it magical or anything? I don't want to touch it and get, electrocuted or something.
I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna start like doggy digging to get her out.
All
Yeah,
right.
he does that.
That's perfect.
I'm-
That's exactly what you need, because a shovel could be really dangerous, but Torque's doggy digging very, very quickly will get her out of it. In the meantime, she's not really answering Guathir's question. She's just kind of
if she's not
stewing.
answering, I go
Alright,
over
I'm
to
just-
Desmond and cut the rope.
Yeah, you cut the rope open. Desmond like topples to the ground and sort of wakes up like, huh? What? Where are we?
Beach.
This is late.
Mm-hmm. Someone tied. I think.
Or
Layla
maybe it's
tied you-
really early.
Yeah, I think Desmond Layla tied you up and buried Lizzie.
He looks and sees Lizzie buried in the ground. He sees the ropes, kind of rubs his head, feels a big bump back there, and goes, ugh. Oh, God. Where did she go? Where did she go?
We just came here.
So you're telling me that my daughter is missing, and you're responsible for it?
No,
No,
you're the one who was
Oh.
with your daughter.
you are. The
I
one
didn't
who's
ask you to babysit her?
No, you asked us to watch the bar.
And
Oh.
it did nothing.
Well, of course not. It's a bar. It doesn't move. Borsch, someone get Borsch. And Lizzie, come on. We're gonna go get Layla.
The Borsch is over there.
I
Well,
wouldn't-
go get him.
Yes, yeah, see? They're on the grounds.
He gets up and gives you a pat on your belly, looks up at you and says, "One day, big fella, one day." He goes
Alright,
over
I
and
will
like
go get
slaps
him.
Borsch
I will
awake
go
on his
with the-
belly.
The Borsch, and yeah, I was gonna slap him on his belly.
Yeah.
How much of
Red
Borsch
belly,
flakes?
wake up!
How much of Borsch just flakes away in the wind?
Borsch just wakes up with a loud screaming.
Red belly, wake up!
Eventually, Lizzie is dug out by our lovely little doggy
Oh,
here.
that pretty face has a pretty body too. What do you know?
She pulls a dagger out of her pocket and will make a. Ooh, will a 15 hit you?
Yes.
All right, so she doesn't actually like stab you with it, but she goes to stab and like holds her attack before it reaches you, narrows her eyes and says, I've been buried in a hole all day next to my sleeping husband and my drunk cook while my daughter played pranks on us and ran away, and you're hitting on me right now?
Hey, you don't hit any of the pitches you don't swing at. You know what I mean? I get it. Next time, let's go find your daughter.
All right, you guys head off towards the city. When you see a collection of like 4 lights kind of bobbing up and down in the air, maybe through the woods, because you got like to get to the beach, you kind of have to cut through the woods for a little ways. Some hundreds of feet away from you, just these like 4 different colored lights.
Wait, is the little girl playing the pranks?
Probably.
Then maybe we should not follow the lights.
What do you mean? It's just playing
Maybe
pranks.
we should go opposite the
The way to
lights.
get to her is to follow the lights. Seems obvious to me.
That is either those are wisps or that is a dancing light spell. Either way, why should we care about it?
Because at the end, the other side is going to be the like, things happen for a reason, man. Right? Like, if it's happening here and we follow it to its source, then we found the source. You know what I mean?
But why do we need to find the source? We just want to get back to Shenanigans.
Yeah.
How about you take a look?
I will. All right. Follow me. And I follow the lights.
All right, you head in the direction of the lights. The rest of the party follows along
Do
behind
we?
you.
No, I don't
No.
think we follow along.
No, it's just you by yourself.
Hey, that's all right.
All right.
I'll follow, like, 30 feet behind him.
Cool,
I'll
Johnny.
just call out, little girl, your parents have a special surprise for you.
Johnny, can you make me a perception check?
Okay. I have to remember what his perception is. All right. It's very dark, man.
It is dark and full of who knows what. You certainly don't know. And that's when you step into the trap. Somehow, in the time that you've been gone, Boris and Natasha have dug a pit for you to fall into. And that's what it is. It's just like a pit covered with some things, and you step and poof, plummet down to the bottom of this hole. I think Torque sees you or maybe hears you fall. The Doppler effect providing the
We get the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, exactly. And you're in the bottom of a pit. Torque, you see it happen.
Who
I
turned
walk up to it.
Can't see a thing.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, ho! How'd you get up there?
All right. Torque, give me a
how'd you get
perception
down
check
there?
real quick.
A perception check?
Yep. If you've got like advantage on smell checks, right? Or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Give me, you've got, the scent is an integral part of this check, so give me another roll.
All
I'll
right.
give you advantage because you've got heightened senses.
All right, cool. I'm still drunk, all right?
Torque is drunk. All of a sudden, Torque. Oh, that's definitely going to hit you. You feel this strong force hitting the small of your back as you're leaning over the pit looking down, and you too tumble into the pit.
I'll use my
Kristen,
tumbling check to land on my feet.
Okay. Oh, I did forget. It is a 15-foot pit, so Johnny,
Okay.
you take 1 point of falling damage. Torque, you've got a tumbling proficiency, so I don't think you take any from falls less than 20 feet.
No,
something.
you do. You just have to make a roll.
I'm gonna catch him.
Less than 6.
All right, Johnny, give me a dex check to catch Torque. Torque, give me an acrobatics check to catch yourself.
Yeah.
Dex.
My deck.
Oh, the falling dragon effect.
Catch
Oh,
fish.
my God.
I am proficient in catching.
I'm still drunk, yo.
Torque is drunk and just like flails maddeningly into the ground. Johnny runs under and catches him, but like the flailing Torque is like battering him in the face all over the place.
Yeah, how
The
far
rest
away?
of the party remains oblivious because they did not follow, and so they have no idea what's happening.
How far away did they go? Because they're
Far
very-
enough that you couldn't hear.
Ah.
Yep, you guys are oblivious.
The lights.
We're gonna
What's about
follow
the
up
lights?
with Guathir, Viglaf, and Doreen while Johnny and Torque remain in a pit and May is tending bar. Doreen, Guathir, and Viglaf, where are you guys doing? Where are you going? How's it
They're
happening?
not coming back.
Oh, they've just we haven't gotten to. They've been gone a suspiciously
Well, we
long
saw
amount of
the
time
lights
yet.
go away, right?
Lights have not gone away.
Oh, they're still hovering there?
There's still all that shit is still going on. They've followed off. You guys were still heading to town. This is not the they've been
Wait, I
gone
wasn't
too
heading-
long.
Why are we
Just-
heading to town? We never said
We were
Yeah,
just
we
standing
never
there
said.
watching them go.
Oh, you
were
guys were just
trying to
standing
find
and
the-
watching and waiting?
You know, time to
Yeah.
find a little girl who was hiding and pranking.
All
Not
right.
just
My,
going
my
off.
assumption was that she had cast the dancing lights and that she's somewhere in the vicinity.
Okay. So then you wait for a while.
I'm
Exactly.
looking around. That's why I was calling out, little girl, your parents have a surprise for you.
Yeah. So it's been like 5 minutes and
Ah, they're
they
not
haven't
com-
gotten back yet. Yeah.
All right.
The
Doreen.
little girl's not falling for it. We must sweeten the pot. What do little girls like? Ponies. Little girl, Desmond has cooked up the best of ponies. It is most delicious. It is waiting for you.
All right.
Anyway, Doreen.
It is a beautiful pony with a chestnut mane.
Yeah,
and
they're not
11
back
herbs
yet.
and
Let's
Yeah.
spices.
let's head out. Let's look for 'em.
Maybe I nah, it won't last long. Well, I can't
It's-
see anyway, so
Where is the magic dog?
and I think Doreen and I are heading towards where Talk and Johnny have been going.
I said the magic dog must have the scent.
Torque.
It found the glass earlier.
Torque.
By the way, Neal, I have intravision 60 feet, so I can actually.
Yeah, they're
see.
definitely too far.
No, but when we are heading towards them.
Right. All right. You start heading towards them.
Also, I draw my sword just in case.
Draw your sword just in case.
Also, I'm walking behind Doreen.
And you're walking behind Doreen.
Because he's the more of hands.
So it sounds like Wathir's in the very back of the party then, because Desmond, Lizzie, and Borscht definitely aren't in the back of the party, and I don't think Viglaf is in the back of the
Oh no,
party.
I'm walking right behind Doreen.
Right, so
and I
you're
think we're-
behind Doreen. So
I'm
you're
not
in the rear of the party then.
No, Doreen is at the front, right?
Desmond, Borscht, and Lizzie are definitely taking the lead wherever you guys go. It's their daughter that's missing, so they're front and center.
Right. Then I'm walking behind them. I'm not right at the rear.
So you're not on the front of the party, and you're not on the back of the party. You're in the middle of the party with your weapon drawn.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
Why do I even draw my weapon? Man, we have Desmond with us. Can't be helped.
Here. What do we want to do? All right, so back in the pit, because we got a few minutes before the rest of the party catches up to you. What are the two of you doing at the bottom of this 15-foot pit?
All right, Johnny.
Play all around, man.
We need to
That
get out.
hurts when you catch me.
Yeah, sorry. We need to get out here. Here, I got you. Like the dirt isn't like super hard packed, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty hard packed, definitely.
Okay. Well, shit.
What if I
Here.
put you on my shoulders? Could you like get up out of the pit?
Yeah. Do you have a rope?
No, man.
Oh shit. Neither do I. Yeah.
Let's see,
Maybe.
what do I got?
Oh, I've got an arrow.
So I can look at myself. Yeah. I got some
Okay.
soap. I got some.
That's good. I'm pretty sure I can find a branch up there. All right.
All right. Get up on my shoulders, buddy. Let's go.
Here we
Ha.
go. I'll get up on his shoulders.
6 and 6 is 12. It's 15 feet. Your arm span is another 3 feet. Your
Jump
fingertips
with them on
will.
my shoulders.
Yeah, your fingertips will be just shy, right? Because you're not. If you're both 6 feet tall, you're actually not. Oh, well, you might be
I'm
7, right?
7'2".
You're 7'2". Johnny, how tall are you?
I am 6'1", 185 according to my rolls.
Okay, so 6'1". Your head is almost 6 feet, or almost a foot high. So let's say you're 5 feet, and then 7 on 5 is 12. And then an arm span is
It'll
gonna
be close.
3. So you'll be like, your fingertips will be like brushing the corner. I'm gonna need you to make me some sort of like check, like a dex check to
So here we go.
grab on.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on 3, and then you grab whatever's up there. All right.
With what leg strength?
Yes.
I'm gonna jump with my pecs.
Just like pop your upper.
I'm just gonna flex real hard.
I've got a better idea. Why don't you just like use all that flexing to push me up with your hands?
All right, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll push you.
You know, like a freaking shoulder press.
Wait, how is he
Yeah,
standing right now with his measly
Don't
leg?
worry about it. He just can't jump.
All right, so you go to press up the dog. Torque reaches up, and you feel something grabbing your wrist as you reach up, Torque. And you look,
Whatever.
and it's that short man that you saw leaving the bar, and he's got one hand on one wrist and one hand on the other, and he's looking at you in your eyes, and he says, are you with Fancy Hair Man? Are you on same team?
I pull him down with me.
You give him a tug, he falls in, you both fall in, and the rest of the party's now approaching, and you can hear this like tumbling sound and this crashing coming from ahead of you in the woods.
Falling damage on him.
Yep, he will definitely take falling damage. Why don't you roll me a d6?
Hell yeah.
Because you initiated it.
I'm drunk. He's asking me shit that I don't know the answer to.
The small man takes 3 damage and is dazed on the ground in this pit. Looking over is that same tall, slender woman with the skin-tight dress. This time it's red with no straps, somehow.
I'll see how it is. You didn't have
man.
to in a hole to get more of Johnny, though. Hey, why don't you come on down here?
We're stuck. He's got them like twig legs, and we slipped, and your friend fell with us.
So, do we...
Yeah, the rest of the party, you kind of push through some trees, and you see this tall, slender woman with an oversized head and an elongated neck, wearing a skin-tight red dress, peering down into the hole.
You're the daughter.
No, she isn't. Oh, wait, there's not Layla.
It's
Is it?
definitely not Layla.
No, she isn't. And he calls out her, I assume you dug this hole. Right.
I'd recognize that snobber anywhere. Heg with
What do you
deer.
have down there? Is it something good?
Yeah, the dog's down here. Dingus.
She reaches into one of the pockets of her skin-tight dress
I
and
cast
pulls
color
out
spray.
a
cast color
Molotov
spray.
cocktail and a lighter.
I cast
And
color spray.
I hear you, and we're gonna roll initiative for it because she's doing this thing too. Her initiative is middle of the road. What's your initiative there, Guathier?
Yeah, let me... color spray. It's 1.
That's 1.
It's always one.
Oh, 7.
Ooh, she just barely beats you by 1, and lights the
on, I'm
Molotov
looking up
cocktail.
I'm looking up the freaking casting time. What was...
Connar, what is the...
Tosses it into the pit.
Oh, my... What?
Of course. She wants to kill dirty American man.
Yes. She's hoping that it'll catch all the hair gel that he used on fire, because it's, it's like animal fat or something.
Oh, God.
What's the weapon speed on a 2-handed sword, Connar?
10.
10.
Yeah, I mean, you know
You would
that.
definitely go last roll.
Ooh.
See, he's not rolling like the Rock.
So the Molotov cocktail lands in the pit, and everything goes up. Johnny
You missed us.
Vegas I think is your last name.
Yes.
Tell me, what hair care products do you use?
And
I don't actually know anything about hair care products. I guess.
Now it's time to bullshit.
It's gotta like get that like nice like fake mohawk, but like firm and like forward-y. I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of hair gel, and I don't know. In fantasy world, maybe animal fat does that. I don't know.
Very flammable.
Yeah. I imagine if my hair catches fire, it will go up in like a blaze.
So your hair is going to catch fire. I mean, everyone in the pit is going to take like D8 damage or something. I don't know. Everyone in the pit's going to take 4 damage right off the bat. Then your hair starts to catch fire. Now, Johnny, I know how important your hair is to you.
Oh, full panic. Full panic. My hair. My gorgeous, beautiful hair. Oh, no.
He's basically hate us now.
I look to Guathier. No, not Guathier. Torque, who's in the hole with me. And I'm like, put it out. Put it out. I'm like shoving my burning hair in his face.
As he has that whole problem of his hair and only one portion of his body catching fire, I am covered in fur as all of this burning liquid has just spread about us. I'm like, you think you've got fucking problems?
Put it out! Put it out! Hey, man, put it out!
Meanwhile, back at the top, the color spray spell goes off.
I cast it at level 2. So
Color spray, I don't think you can cast it at level 2. It's
no,
just a
alteration. I have the alteration, and I can cast alteration spells at 1d4 level higher.
sure, but what I'm saying is that color
He's
spray
casting it
doesn't.
as a
There's
level
no
2.
As a level 2. As a level 2.
Okay.
But he's saying there's no benefit to casting.
Yeah, there's
it.
no benefit to casting it at second level.
But if they are, for example, level 2, I cast it as a level 2. I count as level 2 right now when I cast
So it
it.
Oh, I
affects
see.
whether or
It
not
affects
they get a
their save because color spray has some things that if you're higher than the caster level, yada yada yada. Okay. Let me look up color spray. Color spray. All creatures above the level of the spellcaster, or those who are 6th level or 6 hit dice or more, are entitled to saving throws. Yada yada yada.
If they have hit dice less or equal to me, they do not get a save.
Okay. So they're definitely better than level 2. Natural 19. Natasha's fine. Totally fine. Not even bothered by it in the slightest. You know, it's really just like the Russian flag appears behind her back as the people in the pit burn for a moment.
And as he kind of stands there, I step to the side, and there is Doreen and
Got that
Torque.
selenium going on.
So it is Doreen. You're next.
All right. So, what happened to the woman? Is she just there, standing?
She's
still?
standing with her back to you.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Back attack.
Make me roll to hit.
13.
Well, she can't see it coming, so she doesn't get her dex mod. So yes, 13 is a hit.
I assume she's medium.
She is medium.
Alrighty then.
You do 11 damage to her. With what weapon?
Morning stars. So
All right.
spiky ball right on her back.
Spiky ball hits her in the lower back. She straightens up immediately because she was kind of like leaned over, dropping the Molotov cocktail in. Instead, she like arches her back and kind of gives a screech of surprise and pain as Viglav.
She armed with anything? She just dropped her Molotov?
She just dropped her. Yeah, she's got no weapons. In fact, well, Viglov probably can't stop and think about this. Anyone else could be like, where did she even pull the Molotov and the lighter from? She has a skin-tight dress on and no bags. Where did she just pulled it out of nowhere, literally. Viglov probably doesn't realize this impossibility.
All right, Viglov is going to walk up and then just like grab her and pick her up. There's a talking dog. I heard it close by.
Give me an attack
I'll, like
roll.
shake her. There is a dog.
Give me the attack roll.
All right. You're kidding.
You go to grab her, and as you like reach over and grab the top of her and lift it up, like the top of her just comes off, and you notice now she's just a little bit shorter. There's a smaller version of her underneath, and now you're just holding like the top of a person, but it's hollow and empty.
God.
Crashing nesting dog.
Desmond, Lizzie, and Borsch see that this has nothing to do with Layla, and so they tromp off elsewhere, being like, Layla, you are in so much trouble, you're gonna be in double it if you don't show up right now. You know, arguing about this sort of stuff. And it's time we all roll initiative for the next round of nonsense. Okay. Ooh, that is
And it's
Natasha,
3 for grabbing and fisting.
Boris, yes. No, you are a large-sized creature. It is 6.
All right.
You are slow.
Wait, me?
If you are large, then
No, you said Noel's a
Viglaf
medium,
is not
so-
slow.
No,
That's his
Noel is
off
medium.
stereotype just because he is large.
if you are large, you are slower than something smaller. So you roll +6 instead of +3.
No. People think that large people are slow.
Yes.
But Viglaf was top of Ogre school. He is not slow. He is the smarts.
Yes, it's very smart.
He has many smartnesses.
She shakes her head and everybody else like,
By the way, your common is perfect.
Let's see. It looks like Johnny Vegas is going first. Wait, did someone roll something better above Torque? I can't see.
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
Yep, Johnny Vegas goes first with a 5. Johnny.
Alright, so my buddy Torque isn't putting my head out. I gotta find a way to do it. And I see a little man at the bottom of the hole, and I just stick my head on him and roll. Stop, drop, and roll on the little man.
You just stop, drop, and roll. I'll give him a saving throw. He fails his saving throw. What happens when you stop, drop, and roll on him and he fails his save?
Well, I imagine he's laying in the same Molotov that got thrown down there. And so now I just think the fire spreads and doesn't help Johnny in the slightest. But now maybe there's more fire in the pit.
All right, so I think you get the hair out, but like your clothes are getting singed. Poor Boris down on the ground is getting like rolled back and forth on. He goes with a 6, what I think is before everyone else. Pulls out a fairly large, like I don't quite want to say a Bowie knife, but something of that caliber.
A ridiculously sized knife.
Yes, exactly. I mean, he's only like 4'8". The knife has got to be like 3 feet long, a foot wide, and goes to stab you with it with a natural 19. Oh my god, I think he's gonna maybe not murder Johnny Vegas, but definitely wound him badly. I think that's probably, what's your AC, Johnny?
Well, right now it's 10.
Oh, it's definitely a double crit then, because he's got some good bonuses to hit. That's only 6 damage.
So how
rolled
much damage
20.
did I take from the fire
4.
previously?
4. So 4 and 6 is 10
I am
total.
unconscious.
All right. He stabs Johnny. Johnny falls unconscious. Viglaf goes next.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna try to get a firm grab on her again.
Mm-hmm.
The 20 plus 3. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
You know what? You toss the section that you were holding on to, grab another section of her and lift up, and boom! She's smaller now. Now she's only
has us
6 feet tall. It is Natasha's turn next. And what she does is she reaches back up into the version of her that you're holding and like grabs onto it and rolls back and is going to try and sacrifice throw you into the pit. This is going to require an opposed strength check between you and Natasha Fatal.
Oh god.
Oh my
come
god,
on.
she rolls a natural 19. I don't know what her strength is yet, but it's going to be, this is good.
Come on, Rob. Come on.
This is good. Rob, bot your roll. Oh!
There's no way.
There's no way.
What are you doing, tiny woman? I do not want a massage from you. I want to know where the magic dog is.
Dude, here, goddammit.
Is there any way I can swing like a
I cannot see you
disadvantage
down
on
there. I
your
was off
roll?
the fire.
No.
No, there's no way. All right, so she tries to throw you, and it's more of like a climbing back up into her former shell, and is now just like kicking against you. Somehow it turns around in the process. So you're facing her, and she's kicking, and it's not going anywhere. And 8 is Guathir.
Okay. Guathir concentrates for a moment and casts his continuous spell on himself, enlarge to 10% larger, and then goes to the side where Torque is in the pit, and kind of reaches down, laying down, reaches down.
You have one action. You cannot both enlarge and pull him up in the same
No,
round.
I reached. I just.
You just
lie
reach
myself on the
down?
ground. Yeah,
Cool.
so for
That's
him to
legit.
grab him.
Super legit. All right. You're 10% larger. You're reaching deep into the pit. 11 is next with the Doreen.
He's probably reaching like
All right, so
maybe.
I'm gonna go around then and just
Pretty-
try to back attack the woman.
She's next to the pit. Like, she's at the edge of the pit. So her backside, you would have to be standing in the pit.
Okay, then
do
I'll
it.
just get a flank.
All right. You get the flank. That will definitely hit her.
Right.
Roll me some damage.
10 this time.
All right. You hit her and she cracks like an egg. And the series of shells that make up Natasha Fatal just crumble to dust at the feet of Viglaf and Doreen. And I think that's everyone in the party?
Not me.
No, Torque. Go for it, Torque.
All right. Johnny went down. Guathir's up there, so I'm gonna see if I can like try and pick up Johnny and like lift him up into within arm's reach of Guathir.
Guathir. What is your strength score?
15.
Yeah, you can lift Johnny. At least, you know,
It's tough.
it's the whole turn to like get him on your back and lift him and reach him up there,
Yeah.
but you can do it. And then Guathir can pull him up onto the pit. It's about now that you notice that Boris is also gone. It's just like the hat sitting on the ground where everything's burned out.
All right.
Yeah. You guys escape the pit. Your enemies are vanished oddly and mysteriously in weird ways. We're gonna flip back to May in the bar. You're hanging out after sending these folks
Hold on,
off.
Neal. Obviously, I'm going to Orison, Johnny,
Yeah, that's fine.
and I'm taking the hat.
Sure. It's all yours. May, you're in the bar, you're waiting. Eventually, Desmond and Lizzie and Borsch come back, and they're looking around like, where's Layla? That girl is in so much trouble. Where is she?
No one's been back here. I guess, have you tried checking out home?
Oh, we're going there, believe me. Home is exactly where we're headed. Lizzie and Borsch head out to look for Layla. Desmond sticks around for a moment and goes, so, everything okay with the bar? Anything happened that we should be aware of? Any big changes?
Well, the town's got a new sheriff.
What happened
Yeah.
to Mr. Muscles? I liked him. He was relatable. I understood where he was coming from.
Well, he accidentally broke a window that then had to be replaced. He got shocked by some lightning that came from the semi-clear sky.
He got
Rogue
his
wizards, man. Casting lightning bolts for practice, not realizing that they gotta come down somewhere. It happens from time to time. Anything else?
Yep.
And who's our new sheriff?
Well,
Oh, McBoof.
You're not there, Torque.
well,
Oh,
it's
alright.
another a friend of Talks, I believe. I think McBooth was the name, but I guess you'd have to meet the individual to get a proper understanding.
Is he trustworthy?
I hope so. I guess throw him a bone and to probably distract him.
I think we should throw everyone a bone from time to time, except for Layla. She's in so much trouble. And he storms off. Eventually the party gets back, the bar gets closed down, and that is our session for today. Congratulations to everyone for surviving. for electing a new sheriff, and for fighting off the dirty Russians who certainly did not interfere in the election whatsoever. There were not a whole bunch of Russians in chat trying to swing the vote. Promise you. Promise you.
I mean, if they tried, you definitely had the upper hand with, you know, that reversal on the beholder.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why we use electronic voting machines, because they're infallible.
Exactly. You can
It's
just go
fine.
and alter the vote, saying, you know, that guy that got the majority just doesn't win.
Yeah, yeah. So let's dole out some experience here. For electing a new sheriff, that's a 2,000 experience reward.
Killed
Let's see.
the old sheriff.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
You definitely did kill the old sheriff. You're responsible for his death. I don't know if it's worth any experience.
The other half was his wit.
I mean, if you told
You'd
a
get it
child
done,
to run out into a busy street,
But he
you know,
wasn't a
you're
child.
responsible. He had the intelligence of a child.
But he was still an adult. Own
You may
choices,
not
yeah.
be legally responsible for his death, but morally responsible, absolutely.
I mean,
And that's all that really matters, at least to me. Let's see, what else do we have? What else have you done? Oh yeah, defeating Boris and Natasha, the most infamous spies. Let's see. Oh, you defeated them twice. Once with the exploding bomb, that's 500, and once in the pit. That was a good combat situation. Love that.
where did Boris go?
Where did Natasha go?
I mean, we know that. She crumbled.
Do you actually think Natasha crumbled into dust? I mean, she was a nesting doll for a moment. Clearly, there is some sort of like old Russian magic that is holding her together.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
old magic.
Yes.
Baba Yaga.
You never did see the hut of Baba Yaga come through. It didn't walk by ever, thankfully. Maybe we'll see it another time. Maybe you'll find it in the desert somewhere.
The what?
The hut of Baba Yaga? The house
don't
on the
know-
chicken legs?
Yeah, you don't know about Baba Yaga?
Just Google Baba Yaga and her hut when we're done with this. You'll have a great time. There's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Well, maybe Johnny is Baba Yaga. He has the chicken legs.
Johnny's not Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I just assumed you were talking about Johnny with the chicken leg thing.
No. Let's see. Johnny got punched in the balls and almost knifed. That's worth 200 experience, definitely. Let's
To
see.
the Russians.
Torque. What did Torque do? You had to face your gnomish fears, but you
no,
kept
I
a
definitely
distance.
avoided the shit out of him, though.
Yeah. All right, I'll just give you 50 for that. Vigloff, you didn't break all of the glass in the glass factory.
I did not behave
That's
like
a
an
fucking
ogre.
miracle. That's 300 experience right there.
I made it.
Coiffure, you invented a new drink. Or you
Yeah.
have a variant on a
Belgian
drink. Yeah, that's
The
worth some
Belgian mule.
experience. May, you
Survived.
You
are
were
no
very
Russian
May.
spy.
You were
You are no
very
Russian
May.
spy.
You did properly. I guess you didn't really get rid of the spies. And you did
gave
run
them-
away from the building before it blew up. Come on, May, give me something here. What did you learn
Arranged
or
for glass
do?
panels.
What was that?
Arranged for glass panels.
Oh, that's
And-
right. You actually did all the glass negotiations and all the measurements. You like took care of the logistics that the rest of the
Also-
party just was not capable of handling.
Also,
That's
Neal,
definitely
she
worth
is
some
now
experience.
an honorable Russian spy.
He.
Oh, he, sorry. Yes, sorry.
And Doreen, what did you learn or do or achieve?
Got new hands.
Yeah, I got some more hands.
she gets-
I got a nice hat, Neil.
You did get a hat. You get hands all the time. There must have been some unique contribution that Doreen performed.
I
And I'm
nailed that jumping and like.
Oh,
trying
you
to
knocked the
slice
bomb
off
out of the
bomb
room.
thing.
Of course. How could we forget about that? You blew up the Russians.
apparently pretty easily.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That is worth some experience as well. And then I just want to say, like, top-notch
One
role
Minotaur?
playing.
Yeah.
Four
there was
Oh, I
Kobolds?
forgot about the Minotaurs and the Kobolds. Yeah. All right. That they're worth Probably.
You said 15 kobolds.
That much experience. A little more. Probably
yeah,
about
kobolds
that
are like
much
practically worthless
experience.
as far as experience.
And then we had some good role playing.
I killed the shit out of one of those.
And we divided by
minotaurs.
6 players. Everyone, take home 1,159 experience.
Damn it, so
How
close.
much?
Hold on, Neal, say again.
1,159 experience. And if you have your what are they called? Prime requisites at 16 or higher, it is 1275.
And I level up.
Thank you.
Finally.
Congratulations.
Let me roll HP.
15,666.
How many? Wait. First of all, HP.
334
Nice.
XP.
Good job,
away.
Wathier.
How many spells do we get per level up?
I don't know. Just, you can look it up.
You
We'll figure
take
it out.
3.
Okay, 3. I just get them, or I have to roll for them?
You don't have to roll for them. You have to roll for spells you get from like other people in the party or what have you.
15
But just to
HP. It's a
make it
level
easy,
2
we
wizard.
just take 3.
Anybody else level? How do you roll d8s for HP as a wizard, Wathier?
That's from the spells and power spells, not spells. Yeah,
Skills and powers? Spells and magic?
No, spells and magic. There is wizards.
Cool. To
D8,
roll as a one higher hit die?
Oh,
Yeah,
Coolio.
I had to.
yeah. I'm looking at my old book, and it says fighter is 2001. Is that accurate, or did that change? In
Should just be 2,000.
2000. Did it say 2001 experience for second level?
yes.
2,000, 4,000,
It should be 2, 4, 8, 16.
32, 64.
3 spells.
It should be how much?
That's 666 though.
2,000 to get to second level.
Okay, so I do level up then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's. I got a D12. Let's see how well I do, and that again is skills and powers. Paid for that.
Wonderful.
And let me see in my stat bonus
From High Con.
is 17, so I get +3.
Jesus.
D12 plus 3, incoming 4 hit points.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Oh, that's
Nice.
a lot. That's a lot.
Hey, I
What's your
I
total
almost
at right now?
died today, so that's handy. It's very handy.
26 he has
Yes.
Dang. That's pretty good.
at level 2.
Yeah, yes.
That's about how much I had at level 3.
Alrighty
Wizards get a
then.
bonus to hit points.
So, Neal,
Will-
before we leave, is there anything special about the hat?
No. It's
Okay,
a
so-
singed and burned black hat.
Okay, so now I have
Your eyebrows can
Black
be seen floating above
full
it for some
plate,
reason.
including covering the face with a helmet,
Mm-hmm.
then a cloak covering all the hands, and then a hat on top of the cloak.
Wait, you have a hat? You can't put a hat on a helmet. That won't
Yeah, you
work.
can. It looks stupid, but you can do it.
Yeah, it looks real stupid, but it's
He's
there.
oh well, hold on. He's actually the same size as you. He was 4'8". You're 4'8", right? You're really short.
Yeah, but his head's
4'10".
really big.
4'10". Okay. Yeah, maybe that it will work. Okay. That might work. You are probably the only person who could pull this off. Everyone else would be too big.
Too big.
Tiny hat on everything.
All right. Okay, well, that is it for today's shenanigans. I hope y'all had a good time, because we had a good time.
Yeah,
So we will see you next week for more shenanigans. Goodbye, everybody.
Ah.
Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay,
You didn't
Mom.
all say goodbye. We're staying here until you all say goodbye.
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 Thank you. Thank you.